Salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone on this fine Tuesday? Good, I hope. If you would be so kind as to let me know that if I am horizontal on your screen. I am not horizontal on your screen. Why is this happening? I do not understand. Am I sideways? Lenora, am I sideways? Carmen? Someone? Honest to Pete. When you're watching it, am I horizontal or am I vertical? Yes, I am. Ugh, so frustrating. Honestly, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, how about now? Better? Honest to Pete. I'm telling you right this minute, I am trying so hard to do the horizontal thing. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about a couple things. I made a new sign for pop-in paint parties, so I thought I could paint a little bit on that. I also thought we would just go back to some basics and do some where we paint and then we enhance it with colored pencils. I hope everybody's game for that. But when you watch it on the replay, does it have big blanks on the sides? Honest to Pete. Try as I might to be technically savvy. Honestly. Okay, so I was going to show you a cool thing that I taught in my lettering class a while ago. And I really wanted to, so I thought that I would be able to start classes in September. I think I'm going to wait till October. I know that stinks, but I'd rather do it right. And I'm still figuring out how to have you pay on my website and have that. Then I need to set up a Facebook group that's just for classes, so I'm figuring that all out. But anyway, but just know that it is in the works. I promise. So like here, I painted this with the pink from the classic set, Prima Art Philosophy. And then I'm going to highlight it with my Prismas. So just like I have said in the past, if you whatever you have, you can make that work for you. So this is, I just drew it on a piece of cardstock, like regular run through your printer cardstock. I printed my logo and then I just wrote this morning. But I'm going to come in with the hot pink and I'm just going to highlight that. So the bottom, right, typically we would think that the bottom of the paintbrush would be deeper in color because it's, maybe say our light source is up here. So we just want to give it a little bit of a rounded, like the rounded handle of a brush. So I thought we'd just start with this and then we'll go on to do the same kinds of things with the Eileen art printable today. So if you have your Eileen, pull it out. You know what? I could do this while we're waiting for my paint to dry on my Eileen. Okay, so here's my Eileen. And I'm going to just start to paint the big areas. Can everybody kind of see that? I believe so, right? So Maybe we'll just stick with pink because why wouldn't we? It's one of our favorites. That's what my nephew used to say when he was little. Ooh, that auntie, that's my favorite. So I just always think about it. So I'm wetting my paint. Remember, we're gonna, we wanna get that water kind of activating that paint, and then our re-wet isn't as, doesn't take as long, I think. So I just pulled some of that, and I'm just gonna start with a wash, right? And remember, I'm doing this on cardstock. This is not watercolor paper. So because I'm doing it on cardstock, I don't have as much wiggle room as I did when I was painting on watercolor paper, right? So I need to kind of work a little bit faster and make sure that my, you know when you apply paint and you start and stop and then there's like a dark spot? Work your jiggy-jaggy, work that motion into kind of smoothing that out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect because remember we're going to be fiddling with colored pencils on top of this, and you know there'll be lots of other stuff going on. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna do 3 pink of these pod-like, tulip-like, whatever they are. I don't know. I just kind of got inspired one night. Like sometimes it takes me a while and sometimes it's lickety-split. I will just tell you, you know, I have only had this, this business, what I'm doing right now. I've been a freelance artist forever, but I've only had this printable business and like a much more serious business since May 1st, May Day, all about flowers. I thought that was apropos. But anyway, I'm just going to tell you, I've been working pretty nonstop, but I'm just going to tell you, yesterday was a day. Everything I drew looked like crap. Everything it was a bad day. You know when you just, at a certain point, you just say, you know what? We're not doing it today. We're just going to give ourselves a break. And my friend Keely told me that I needed to schedule some time off, but it's hard. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hey, Keels. I was just talking about you. About when you told me to schedule time off, and I didn't, and then I kind of crashed yesterday. But it was okay, you know. I kind of just powered, and then you know what? I was fine by the end of the day. And then I woke up today so much better, so much more refreshed. So I am just for those just joining us, I am just putting my first layer of paint on here. But do you see how this is dark and this is light? So because I know I don't have as much time with this on this paper, I need to that's what I'm saying, like I need to kind of work quickly. I need to come back in and really smooth out those blotches, for lack of a better word. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know, Jan. That's weird. Anybody else have any ideas why that's happening to Jan? That's fascinating. So now I'm gonna do my tap, 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 right? Because we want to deepen it over here, deepen it over here. Deepen it here. Let's go a little deeper. So did everyone have a great 3-day weekend? Really? How about you, Keely? Am I still live? Let's see. It appears that I'm still live, so I'm not exactly sure. So see, I'm just doing my tap, tap, tap to soften the edge. I'm gonna do it up here too. Wet, and then pat it off on your paint cloth. That feels like I still have kind of a lot of paint, so I'm gonna try again. It's so quiet in my house today. It's snowing. Get out. Crazy. Crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some green for our stems. Just a base of color. I was thinking about yellow for the insides and the polka dots. I just think that would, isn't that crazy? You know, my sister and her family, my niece, nephew, and great nephew and niece, and my brother-in-law and my nephew-in-law all live in Montana, and they got snow yesterday too. Isn't that crazy? And it is still so hot here. Just kind of miserable hot. And we haven't had very many monsoons, and usually by now we have, but what are you gonna do? You know? What are you gonna do? So, I remember that I have a couple things to talk to you about while I'm. This Saturday is the City of Peoria's second Saturday, so I'll be a featured artist on there. I have a brand new art printable, so be sure to tune in and look for samples by my team. And there will be a special price for that, so be on the lookout. The other thing I was going to tell you is November 5th through the 8th, so put this in. I will post a notice about this. November 5th through the 8th, there's a big group of artists, I think there are 9 of us actually, who are coming together to do a big thank you for everybody who has stuck by us and supported us through this whole crazy pandemic-y weirdness. So we're going to each do a class, and they're free, on ornaments. So my ornament will be Friday. I don't remember what time it is, but anyway. But 8 of my artsy friends are going to be also participating in it. So I'm going to put the information on my Instagram and Facebook. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. You know, I kind of like it when I mix the yellow and the orange together. It just gives me a nice kind of creamy, buttery yellow. Look, isn't that pretty? That pink and yellow is so pretty together. Really liking that. Seems like there was something else I needed to tell you, and now my brain is a little bit bleh. So, for Thursday's class, I was thinking about doing watercoloring with distress ink pads. What do you think about that? I know we've kind of touched on it before, but I thought it would be fun to really kind of dedicate some more time to it. Maybe if people didn't see it the first time around. I'm hoping that my order with the new crackling campfire from Tim Holtz, I'm hoping that that arrives by Thursday, so I can show you I can show you with the new color. If not, you know, I have plenty of other colors, that's for sure. But I also wanted to share with you some other distress products that I thought might be fun for us to play with and experiment with while we make cards, right? So I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. It shouldn't take long. I have the fan on. And then I'm going to color in this. So here's what I wanted to show you. So remember, so we were deepening the bottom side of this paintbrush, right? So we're just coming in and I'm barely touching. So think about this in any object that you're coloring. That you kind of want to emulate a rounding. So now I'm going to come in with Process Red, remember? I'm going to come in barely at the bottom, and we're barely touching our paper. But do you see how that's already deepening the, it's already looking like it's on its side. It's rolled on its side, right? So I'm working on another one of these signs for Let's Get Artsy too. You know, I keep making these new jobs for myself, but. So now I'm coming back in with my hot pink and doing that swirly, blendy effect, right? I feel like I have to make my time work for me, you know. So I can be working on this sign and teaching you a couple cool lettery things. So this is a lettery thing that I learned. Remember I was talking about my friends on the Rusty Pickle design team? Hey Joe Davis, how are you? Oh, it is Joe Davis. Anyway, so when I was on the Rusty Pickle design team, I'm telling you, I was exposed to some of the most artsy, talented girls. And we just fed off each other's creativity, kind of like here, how we all feed off each other's, everybody's creativity, right? Genius breeds genius. So anyway, one of the girls' name is Moo. M-O-U. I think it's Moo or it's Moo. Anyway, I saw her, so she and I became very good friends, and we've known each other, like I said, for over 15, maybe close to 20 years. I don't know. Anyway, she went on to design for Faber-Castell for quite some time, and now she's really doing her own thing and just flourishing. We've kind of watched each other's careers from afar as we go along. But anyway, I told you that we had all of these crazy assignments that we had to finish quickly, right? But you had to up your game with each and every assignment. It was kind of crazy. Hey, Allie, how are you? Another cousin, girls, but this one is from across the pond. This one's Jeff's cousin, Allie. Brilliant interior designer. Okay, so here's a way that you can cute up your lettering super easy. So I'm going to take if you've written a little bit smaller letters, you need a kind of a sharper point on your pencils. And here is why, because what we're going to do is we are going to color in, we're going to color in right here. All of the open areas of your letters, we're going to color in. And that's going to just immediately add a level of cuteness. Does everybody see? So do you see, like F didn't have one, T, U doesn't have one, R has one, I-N-G, none. Okay, but for the art, I want to just color in, barely color these letters. That's kind of fun. So starting in October, I'm going to go back to teaching all 3 classes. I'm going to teach my wordsmith art, which is a combination of words and art. And I'm telling you, you will love it. It's super, super fun. I'm going to do Bible journaling, and I'm going to do lettering. I'm just really missing the, I'm just missing that kind of in my life, you know? So I'm using the Process Red, the deeper shade, to fill in the openings on this lettering. And now I'm going to take the hot pink and I'm just going to kind of come on the outside so it looks a little bit glowy. So think about that when you're lettering things. This is not what Moo taught me. This is just something I thought up right now. Who knows? Who knows how my brain works? Right? Lindsay, I tried horizontal. Ask everyone. And it went... and it went the wrong... It was on the screen, it showed it was crooked. It was up. It was sideways. So I'll call you after this class. And then maybe you can help me. So frustrating. Okay, so do you get my drift? That if you do the center of your letter with the darker color, and then you come around it with the lighter color in that same shade, it's going to look kind of glowy. And that's just kind of fun. Nothing earth-shattering, just fun. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We're supposed to be having fun, for pity's sake. And then, So when I was in England and I was at Allie's house, she is the one who took me to this amazing art. Well, it was a museum and a art store, an art supply store, and I shopped for art supplies with her mom, Jeff's Auntie Jenny. What was the name of that place, Allie? It was in Ambleside. What was the name? That's where I kind of got hooked on Schmenka watercolors. And now, I just love them so much. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this. And then, okay, so now we can go back to our coloring in the center. Thank you, Mo. And then, so you're just gonna, you could pick every color in the alphabet. It doesn't matter. You just want to color in the opens. It's just kind of fun. And a way to just kind of jazz up whatever you're doing. And look, I'm sure that Mo isn't the one who, oops, I need to my pink, invented it. Who knows who invented it? Lots of girls use it, or well, letterers use it now, but, just know that it's a fun little something to put in your artsy arsenal, in your noggin, that you just have at your disposal whenever. So to kind of get my drift. Hi, Pauline. How are you today? So let's see, how are we doing on time? I'm about halfway through. Okay, I need a drink. So, Lynn's, do you guys have electricity? Lindsay lives up in Northern California where the fires are crazy. And I know some of you girls are in Colorado where the fires are crazy. It's just, it's just horrible, horrible, isn't it? So I want to do something with my name. I don't know just yet. Something that makes it stand out more. So I'm going to do the big letters here because pop. I have 3 letters in a row. That's kind of cool. That pretty bright pink. Like, this is a fun thing to do when you're addressing an envelope, because there's lots of writing all in one little spot. That's kind of fun to do this color in the openings technique. So, let's see. What do we have to talk about today, girls? I don't think we have any boys yet, do we? I don't think. They're more than welcome. I just don't think we have any boys. Well, a couple of creepers tried to join us, but ew. Not allowed. No creepers allowed. So, Linz, I was just talking to them about ornamentally yours. Ornamentally yours. So, I told them that I would put the information out on my social media later today. Da, 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 da. Somebody ask me a question or tell me a story or something. I'm kind of out of information right now. Ooh, I'm super excited to share this week's artist with you. I told you she's a girl and she's American. And we're going to have so much fun with her art. Let's see, what else? Jeff and I are, did I tell you guys that we got kayaks and we are going to try our hand at kayaking out for real in a lake, not just in our pool, I think this weekend. So I'm sure I'll have tales to tell about that. That's for sure. I did go into a real life store this weekend and bought myself some new shoes, some new Keens. So Jeff's other English cousin, Catherine, she is his cousin John's wife. She had, you know, I love Keens, and she had Keens tennis shoes. So I had Alegria shoes and she had Keens, and we just, oh my gosh, we just went hog wild over each other's shoes. It was kind of a crazy deal. But anyway, she, oh, that's good to know, Jan. So, I will post a picture on the private Facebook group of the 2 kayaks in my pool. I will not post pictures of Jeff or I in them and trying to navigate. Oh my good Lord. Just picture it in your mind's eye. Anyway, I think I'm going to beef these up a little bit. Dang it, what was I just saying? Oh well, it'll come back. It'll come back. So what did everybody do on their Labor Day? Anything? Anything? Keely, I thought that Matt and Kim had kayaks. They don't? I told Jeff we need to find a deserted cove somewhere. I don't want to be on display for the whole wide world to see me splashing about. But I'm super excited about it. I feel like we're going to have ourselves a time. Oh, you have canoes. No, Carmen, one is kind of a tealish color and one is blue. Do you guys have kayaks, Carmen? Gold number 49, paint from interesting. I'm gonna have to look that one. You know, I do. That is one set of Primas I do not have is complexions. I am not a huge. I don't do people very much. I don't draw. I really like my botanicals. That's not saying I wouldn't try. I'm just saying that's kind of not in my normal wheelhouse. So Keely, how does Kim transport them? Does he put them just in the bed of his truck, or does he have a thing on top? Jeff thinks we should put them on top of my Subaru because that's I have a tree hugger car. He teases me about that all the time. I go, well, you knew who I was when you married me. And you know, as much as he says stuff, he's kind of a tree hugger too. He would deny it, but whatever. Those in the know the truth. When we were in England, I really wanted to go on a big hike with Allie and her family, but that was right after I fell in London, and so I was kind of in a situation where I was afraid to you know, go hiking and then get myself stuck someplace, or then, you know, need help getting out. Gross, how horrible would that be? So humiliating. So maybe next time. I think that our flowers are probably ready for some more fun. Okay, so now we have our base, right? We have our base of color. Now I'm going to come in with hot pink, and I'm going to deepen in the edges. And I just like to really play up. Remember, we've talked before about the natural lines that are already there. Just like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, here, back, forth, right? Hi, Debbie Garcia. Oh, you have a double canal. Oh, interesting. So I did get these things in the mail today. I don't know if anybody's heard of them, but they're called calm stickers. Hi, Laura Johnson. How are you? Is this your first time here, Laura? Okay, now I'm going to come back in with my processed red. I'm going to deepen it, right? You see how that's already, just that little bit is kind of rounding out this flower. And then I'm going to come back with my hot pink and go over that processed red, and that will soften it, soften the deeper shade. It'll soften the edges, but the deeper color will stay. You know what I mean? Hi, Kathy Pacheco. Is that correct? Did I say that correctly? Mm-hmm. I just love this magic. Ooh, I know what I can ask you. So we're having, every Sunday we have Sunday dinner, and we have 2 friends that come over for Sunday dinner, and they're the only people we've met since March. Anyway, but we have some nice discussions. Each other one weird question. So here was the weird question. What is your favorite donut? What's your favorite donut? Hi, Linda. Hi, Sue. Can you think of something? Let's see. So I'm feeling like up here, it's going to be deeper because because it's right up next to the base of the flower. And then here. This is that lime peel. My favorite green. I'm a little kind of obsessed with it. So, nobody's going to tell me their favorite donut? Come on. Everybody has a favorite. My husband called me a liar because I said my favorite donut is just plain glazed. And he said, no, it's not. You like those buttermilk bars. And I go, yeah, if I'm at a gas station or a truck stop on a road trip. But if I were getting a donut from like a donut shop, I would get plain glaze or raspberry jelly filled or an eclair. How about everybody else? Glazed. I know, they're so delicious. Aren't they, Nora? I love them. So now I'm going back over this with my lime peel, and then I'm going to come in with chartreuse. And that's just going to brighten it a little bit and blend out that edge of that lime peel and I think artichoke, yeah. And then I'm just going to round here with chartreuse. I'm going to round up here, right? Boston cream. Oh, lemon. Coconut donuts. They all sound delicious. I don't think there's one donut. Well, someone named one yesterday, and I won't say who, but someone said that their favorite donut was blueberry glazed. And I said, that sounds gross. I like blueberries, but I do not like blueberry things. I don't like blueberry pancakes or blueberry muffins. I just like plain old blueberries. I had some for breakfast this morning. I do not like blueberry flavored things. So those are the kind of weird questions we ask each other. What is your favorite donut? What is your, weird like that. I like blueberries, Keely. I don't like blueberry things. Because they seem tart to me when they're in things, and I like them when they're nice and sweet. Just plain old blueberries in my bowl. Now we need to do some kind of something with the center. Oh, what's that? Yellowed orange, Spanish orange. I don't know. Let's start with canary yellow. Up here and down here. Ooh. Working, or working on cards, Lenora? Now we're going to come in with, what is this? Spanish orange. Let's see if that I can deepen it just a little bit. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I feel like that is kind of giving me exactly what I wanted. I just want it to look like it goes in, like there's a little, it's a little bit concave in there. So watch for later today, I'm going to post about our first ever official guest artist for the month of September. She just sent me her bio, so I will post her picture and her bio, and I hope you all give her lots of love. You've seen her work, that's for sure, and she's amazing. She's just simply amazing. Come back in with that yellow to kind of soften it. Hi Kim, how are you? I hope you are well. And I hope you like to make cards or just make art or color, because that's what we're kind of all about, spreading happiness. Okay, I'm kind of digging that, you guys. So let's time. Kind of do one half with the deeper. This half on this side. Now I'm going to come in with, what is this? Yellowed orange. Go deeper. I think I might go even a little bit deeper with cadmium orange. Just a little bit more. Ooh, a blue background would be pretty, wouldn't it? And it would really make it pop. Okay, we are. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to work on my sign a little longer. So let's see. Kim and Linda, if you are new here, and Laura, if you are new here, and Kathy, if you would like to join us each week, we have pop-in paint parties on Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. My art printables, which is what this is, what the artwork that we color in some sort way, shape, or fashion on Tuesdays and Thursdays, is available at AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. The pop-in paint parties are at 2 o'clock Arizona time, and if you can't make it, you can always watch them on the replay. We have the loveliest group of supportive friends that Many of us have just met during this weird pandemic, but we are grateful. We're grateful for each other that we've, we've had this fun to focus on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's icky, but it's a nice little escape. We also, I teach another free class on Saturdays, and it is, we call it Let's Get Artsy Together Apart. And it is, we do a little bit of an artist study. We do a little bit of art journaling, a little bit of art history, a little bit of color theory. We just have ourselves a time. And all of these classes are only an hour, so it's not like it's not taking too much away from your regular life. But it's just a way to connect with other people that kind of love the same stuff as you, And I just find that awesome. I do. Let's see. Where was I? Where was I in my coloring of my letters? So I hope that everybody will join us, because we do have this amazing we just have this amazing community that is so supportive and kind and loves art just as much as I love art. So, how can you go wrong? That's for ding dang sure. Okay, first one here, and the A. So if you were in my lettering class, my in-person lettering class, what I had started out the year, this is so crazy, because who knew? What I had started out the year doing was I was going to hand draw a new alphabet, a hand-drawn alphabet for each person that came, each month I would give you a new hand-drawn alphabet that I had created. And that only lasted till March. So I think we're going to pick up where we left off. I think once we start classes again in October, I'll do the same thing. The first half of class will be whimsical lettering, and the second half of class will be a new alphabet. And we'll talk about things that we can do with those alphabets and fun ways to utilize them, and in new and fun ways. So be on the lookout for that. Whoops. Ta-da! Okay, keep it here. Pink, green, one more, dark pink. I still feel like I need to monthly, the paid classes monthly, I think, Keely. I think that's about all I can do. Those monthly and these weekly ones. And I will plan on doing the weekly ones until the end of the year, and then we'll just kind of reevaluate, see how things are, see how we're all feeling, How am I doing? Oh, I'm almost done. I think this might be a good time to start wrapping it up. I'm feeling like I'm gonna try Nancy's idea about about a blue background. So I think I'm gonna take my number 10 snap round brush and try this light blue, maybe a little bit more water, maybe with a little dark blue added, so I kind of have my own color there. I'm gonna see. See, that's kind of a pretty creamy, but I really want it nice and watery so that I have room to. And remember, we can overshoot the edge of this because we're gonna be cutting it off anyway, right? So we're just gonna take our time when we go into our small spaces. But do you remember we talked about that you don't have as much wiggle room like this? I shouldn't have left that because look, do you see how that's, I've kind of already got a spot. Let's see if we can soften that a little bit. Yeah. I think that blue is nice, Nancy. What do you think? And you know, I'm really liking going over, like, die cutting with a stitched edge die. Because I feel like that just adds, like, it almost looks a little bit quilty when we do that. And that just really just takes your card to the next level. And then if you do that, you could also cut this with a stitched edge die and then cut your mat with a stitched edge die, and that is, it's not really that complicated, but has such a big impact. Like, it just really showcases your artwork. And just look at that dot. Oh well. Good suggestion, Nancy. Look at how pretty that blue looks. I'm really digging it. Almost done, almost done. And can I tell you, I love when this class is done because I usually have something ready to make a card out of, you know? And I hope you guys do the same. I hope that you do all these paintings and then make them into cards to send. I mean, it's kind of a process, isn't it? We like to make the art, but then we also like to share it with our friends and family. Because that's kind of what it means to be an artist, I think. You want to share it with the world. And kindness does matter. That's for dang sure. So I'm just deepening this. I'm feeling like I might add a little bit of Jackson Pollock on here, some splatters later on. From Saturday. Just deepen that blue a little bit. Kind of digging that. I just like it to look kind of painterly, you know? I love the versatility of it because did everybody see the cards that Lauren did where she did, she just took this art printable and she foiled it on black cardstock with gold foil, or silver foil. I can't even describe how pretty and so simple and elegant, and oh, it's lovely. Yeah, I want to have some splatters on there too. I have, you know what, Nancy? I looked at it quick, but I promise I'll go in and make comments. I promise. My list is so long every day, but it's all stuff I love. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I love it all. The blue, good suggestion, Nancy. I love it. So, with that, I will bid everyone a farewell, and I will see you on Thursday. Hopefully, well, let's do, let's work with our distress inks as watercolors, whatever colors we have. And I'll pull a couple of other distress products that we could fiddle around with, because why not, right? I adore you all. I appreciate and thank you all, every single one of you, for taking time out of your day to hang with me and paint with me and, you know, just get artsy. I adore you all. Thank you so very much. I'll see you Thursday. Bye.